for joining us. Denfeld High School has had a high number of evacuations this year due to the fire alarm going off, leading to learning time lost and frustration.
In this Northern News Now Investigates special report, Madison Green tells us how the alarms are actually a warning for dangerous behavior rather than a fire.
We have to get our stuff and we have to all leave our classrooms, our lunch, or whatever we're doing, and we don't get extra time for the time we've missed. We have to all exit the building, whether it's winter, whether it's raining. We have to stay outside until we get the all clear.
Oriana Durham is a junior at Denfeld High School. She says the missed class time due to fire alarms is becoming excessive.
Kind of makes you feel anxious because you're missing a lecture to get assignments done, and for people who need that extra help, or maybe they're failing a class or something, they can't get that.
According to the school district, Denfeld students have been evacuated 16 times this school year because the fire alarm was triggered. But the Duluth Fire Department was not dispatched for nearly half of them. School district leaders declined an interview, so we don't know why there is a discrepancy in the number of times DFD responded. But we do know the leading cause of the alarms: vaping.
We've had to shut down the third floor bathrooms due to the vaping, and then only leave the second floor bathroom open, and then people have started vaping in there, and we've had to close down all bathrooms before, where nobody can go to the bathroom during the day.
12 of the 16 times the alarm was triggered this school year were specifically for vaping. If we estimate about 20 minutes per evacuation, students have lost 4 hours of learning to vaping.
Just by administration and the hall monitors, I've noticed, it's just kind of we notice it's a problem, bad, but where's the action?
District leaders wrote in a statement, "While the alarms have been set off for various reasons, we recognize the impact these disruptions have on our school community and are actively working to minimize them."
We're all being robbed in multiple forms, and most certainly it's the children being punished way more, but also us as, taxpayers, we're also being robbed blind.
Oriana's mom, Crystal, says the behavior needs to be addressed in the home and not just the halls.
I do, because we need to be preparing our children for adult life, and we're not right now. Nobody is. They're just letting them do whatever they want. Somebody's got to take control. It starts with parents. It needs to continue on with the school.
It's a consequence for the students, even though it should be on administration and the person who started the alarm.
So education, not evacuation, is the most eventful part of the day. In Duluth, Madison Green, Northern News Now.
Madison, thank you. Now, again, we were hoping to ask the school district more about the vaping detection and prevention within the schools, but they declined our interview.
The district added a contractor is scheduled to check the alarm system tomorrow to make sure it's functioning properly. You can read their full statement at northernnewsnow.com.
Now, some good news when it comes to vaping. Fewer teens in Minnesota and Wisconsin are doing it compared to a few years ago. In Minnesota, about 14% of high school students say they vaped in the last 30 days. That's down from 19% back in 2020. In Wisconsin, about 10% of high schoolers say they vaped in the last month. That's down from 20% back in 2018.
Meanwhile,